I'm here at the Shoshone Ice Caves. Let's see what this is about. We are heading down to see the ice cave. We're going down there, and there's a door, and supposedly behind that door, well actually there is, there's ice, believe it or not.
Called lichen. It's a part of the moss and algae family. It only grows in clean air. That reddish orange color is just all that iron oxide, and those white spots are calcium deposits or hard water buildup.
All these curious people, just like me, wanting to see ice in a cave. Temperature is dropping. Sunlight is too.
Alright, well before we head down into the cave, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of history on it. This cave was found by a 12-year-old boy named Malcolm Kinsley. He's out looking for his family's lost sheep when he stumbled across the entrance. At the time, the entrance was only 2 by 2 foot, so it was still pretty small. He went back and told all of his friends and family. Over time, everybody started to come down here, including the nearby town of Shoshone. Shoshone had 22 bars. They would come down here and harvest ice to have cold beer all year round. They would also harvest that ice and put it on train cars to ship it up to New York and down to the Oregon coast. After a little while, Shoshone being the only harvester, soon the state found out about the cave. When the state came down here, they blew open the front entrance in hopes to access the ice a little bit easier. They were successful that time. Over time, though, as everybody was coming down here to get their ice, the supply started to rapidly die down, so the state went to the back of the cave and blew open that end. When they did that, they didn't find any more ice. They just ended up ruining the natural refrigeration process in the airflow, causing all of the ice to melt and not replenish, so they just abandoned the project. A few years after they abandoned the project, a man named Russell Robinson came in. He had just gotten off his deployment and had a love for the cave. He went out and got a 14-year-long lease in hopes to be able to patch up the front and back. While doing so, he was able to restore that airflow successfully, so now we have ice back in the cave. When we get down there, I ask that you guys watch your step on that first set of stairs because they are a little bit more narrow with some wet spots. Who's ready to go see an ice cave?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yep.
Not even in the ice cave and already it's cool.
Well, that's what she meant.
A lot cooler.
I'll make it through that door, okay?
Yeah.
Doing all right in the back?
Yep.
Alright, so as you guys walk by this area, you'll see our thermometer. It reads to be about 28 here right now. The coldest the cave gets is 20 and the warmest it gets is 30. That is all year round. We have some bare bones. These were found at the back of the cave by Russell Robinson. We believe that when he found them, they were perfectly preserved in the ice. These bones belonged to a mama and 2 cubs. They came down here to hibernate. Unfortunately, during that hibernation, the exit of the cave got iced over, leaving them trapped inside. We were only able to recover the full set of the mother bear bones because she ate her 2 babies. We don't know exactly how old any of them were due to all the water damage from the ice melting and refreezing.
Wonder how cold it is.
The ice, you're going to notice quite a few coins frozen down in it. This is our wishing well. We used to use halogen lighting to light up the walkway. Unfortunately, those lights do burn a lot warmer than the ones we use now, so over time it melted a pretty good sized hole in the ice. People saw that as the wishing well and would throw coins and other miscellaneous items down there. Last year we changed our lights and asked people to please stop due to all of the yellow discoloration.
This is 4 to 6 feet of solid ice.
All put together.
Some in the cave, but unfortunately when the state blew open the front and back, they ended up ruining all of our natural formations. These form when lava is cooling and dripping down, creating these hollow figures. That bigger one's about 15 pounds, while that smaller one's about 10 pounds. They can float on water. Earthquake. That is the biggest earthquake on Idaho's record. The magnitude was 6.7. If you look on the rocks, you're going to notice quite a few ice formations. That is because we are standing under the thinnest part of the roof. So a lot of groundwater seeps down through this specific area. It's actually kind of cool because throughout the season we get to watch the ice constantly change. Another little cool fact is that before this collapsed, we used to have Olympic ice skaters who would come down here to skate the cave. If anybody wants to see some pictures of that, we do have them up in the museum. Then if you guys take a look at this back wall, you're going to notice a pretty big indent. This is what we call the living room. It formed when the lava tube was being created. Some hot air and gases got trapped in that corner and tried to push their way outwards, essentially creating a new lava tube.
here?
Nifty.
Yeah, that's where the cold beer is.
Yeah.
Be a perfect place to keep it cold.
Alright, we are now at the back of the cave. We're 100 feet underground, standing over 10 to 12 feet of solid ice. If you take a look up there in the top right hand corner, you'll see that black discolored spot. That is where Russell Robinson patched the hole that the stake made. He used various materials such as tar paper, chicken wire, and sawdust to try to recreate the porousness of the lava rock. If anybody would like to, you can reach down and touch the ice.
Get past that.
Right up there in the top right hand corner, just a little black spot. Touch it.
Is there one place better than the other to touch it?
It doesn't matter. Anywhere's fine.
Okay.
Tell me, is there any water on top or is it?
It looks like there's water on top. Oh, there is.
Yeah, how much?
About that deep.
About the whole finger?
Yeah,
The whole finger, about 4 inches then, 3 or 4 inches?
3 or 4, yep. Touching the ice through the water.
I thought that looked like water.
Lights are off and we got glow-in-the-dark rocks.
Alright, so in front of this is a rock display. These rocks were given to us by a group of hippies in the 1970s. They were brought over in this formation. We're kind of unsure of what it is, but there is a lot of different theories to it. Like personally, I think it's a compass, but we don't know because we don't know what the hippies were doing. The rocks were all found within a 100-mile radius of here, so they were all found in Idaho. That middle one you see glowing is called fluorite. This does show up pretty well on camera.
Yep, ice cave. That's where I went. Over 20,000 tons of ice. Yep, that was a blast. A blast of cold air. Loved it, because it's like 89 degrees out here. Well, the ice cave was pretty neat. I gotta give it credit for that. Typical admission for adult is 15. I got the senior citizen discount, so it was only 12. It was really cold down there. I guess you saw the thermometer. It's like 28 degrees. Hey everyone, hope you're having fun. I am, and you should be too. Oh yeah, that was a blast. Rose wants Karen to know that she has a list of people that she missed.